This is going to be an interesting topic. There's something about a man that knows what he's doing that just gets hated on by everybody else who might be young that are coming up, and maybe even older people or people that are your age that don't got it going on. It's more so not an age thing, but a where you're at in your life thing. And I say young because most young people don't have it going. So just from you knowing what you're doing in life alone is enough to piss off so many people, bro. Like, people's not gonna like you for no reason, just because you know what you're doing. And when I say that, I mean, you know how to navigate in this world. You understand things and you have success in certain areas that a lot of people can't right now. So a lot of people's going to see you and hate on you because of this. And they will do everything but give you credit. Not only is it hate, it's like deep envy to the point where they can't even see you no more, bro. They can't even see you no more. They can't even come across you no more. It's just ridiculous. Like, if they were to conversate with you, they couldn't possibly hide the hatred they have for you. And this is what I think a lot of chosen ones are going through today. Because you simply know what you're doing in life. And it's enough for all the people around you, the gang stalkers, the narcs, the flying monkeys, maybe some of your family, past friends, current friends, people in your community, in gyms, grocery stores, whatever it might be. It just seems like it's so hard to get on people's good side and stay there. And even if you can, it's hard to stay there. Because the more people get to know about you, the worse things get. Why do you guys think I stay so low-key in my life? The more you share about yourself, the things that's actually going on with yourself, the things that you have good going for yourself, people don't want to hear it no more, bro. They don't want to hear it. Actually, you know what they want to hear? That you're not doing so well. That's what people want to hear. They don't want to hear that you got things going on in life and that you grinded your face off to make things go the way you want it to go in your life. They don't want to hear it. And you guys know as well as I know, a lot of you watching this video, like, this is just how it be, bro. Staying low key is crucial in the world we're living in today. It is crucial. You could take care of your health, your fitness, take care of your skin, whatever it might be. And there's just something different about you because of the way you glow, because of the way you take care of yourself. It attracts a lot of hate and envy because a lot of people ain't doing it today. A lot of people just don't care enough. So when you put in that much effort every day over time, you set yourself apart. And all the hatred comes. And just 1 second, because we're going to take a break, because I got to show you guys this new offer exclusively today in this sponsored post by T. Shenley. So if you guys paid attention about once a month in my videos, there's been a really good deal going on for $9, and you get these two things. You get daily face wash, which keeps you on par with your skin, and you also get the AM moisturizer, which is unbelievable as well. For $9, and it lasts the longest time you would ever imagine. Like, it's lasted so much longer than I thought. Like a little bottle like this, like a miniature bottle, bro, like over 3 months it lasted me, let alone all these bigger size bottles. So that's how cheap it is, and it literally makes a world of a difference. So right now, there is 4 of these bottles going on for an extra $6 instead of 2. There's 4 for an extra $6. It's $15 for all these things. For all these things right here, all 4 of these things right here, $15. This would last you over a year, I guarantee it. It would last, like everything combined right here, it's gonna last you over a year for $15. And if you guys don't have that much money to spend, this is a perfect offer right now, and it's gonna last you forever. And you could continue with this routine for such a cheap price. You're gonna have this stuff, your skin's gonna be on point. So I'm gonna put a link in the description box and also in the comments section, so you guys should definitely try it out. It is going to be a steal. So this is your opportunity if you've never used skincare products. There it is. So let's get back to this video. It's unfortunate the things we have to face and go through, because we're just proper people. We don't rub anybody the wrong way. We're just existing, bro. We're living, we're humble, we go about our day. It's not our fault we're sharp. It's not our fault we're on point. It's not our fault we know so much more than the average people walking around. And because of that, there's going to be so many people that know you, bro, in your community and everything else that just can't seem to have a conversation with you whatsoever. They don't want to work with you. They don't want to learn with you. They don't want to learn about anything you have to say. And you could literally improve their lives, but they're so stubborn and envious. They're prideful, bro. They don't want that to be the case, that like you're above them. And from a human standpoint, you're not, but from a self-improvement standpoint, you are above them. Why? Because you've done more. You've worked harder for more years. You educated yourself better. Like literally everything that it takes to level up, you've done that all far more than they've done it for far longer. What do you think's going to happen? That's the difference between me and so many individuals, bro. And a lot of you guys probably feel the same way. Like, I wish there was better people where I came from. That isn't so willy-nilly and envious and jealous and weird. Like, let's be humble people. Let's get together. Let's discuss plans, events, ideas. Let's put things to work. Let's try new things. Let's put things into play. But people can't seem to do it because of people's stubbornness, people's unwillingness to grow as a person. It's like they can't do it. And they stay stuck, and they stay broke, and they stay complaining, and they stay hating. It's like they just want to feel irritated and bad energy and like a loser, and they just can't do it. And it's so easy if you just make the choice to do it and humble yourself. Act like you're nothing. Act like you know nothing. You're a blank canvas. You get up every single day of your life. You're ready to work. You're ready to learn. You're ready to grow, evolve, develop into the human being you're supposed to be. And it's just so insane because so many people cannot do it. You can. They can't. It does take routine and rituals. It does take consistency. It does take what most people find bored. Oh, you do the same thing every day? That's how you get yourself somewhere. You know how UFC fighters become UFC fighters? They show up to the gym every day and they get punched in the face, and they punch people in the face. And they wrestle, they grapple, they do jiu-jitsu, they train. They touch up on weights a little bit to keep their strength up. People who say stuff like that, bro, are just losers. They're bored. They're losers. They don't have what it takes to be consistent at anything to get themselves to where they want to be. They half-ass everything they do. They half-ass the gym. They half-ass their diet. They half-ass this. They half-ass that. They have nothing going for themselves in any area. because they're not doing enough in the areas they should be doing it in. You do have to move a certain way if you want to see any progress. It's not about fun. Especially as a man, it's not about fun. We can cut the slack on the ladies a little bit because this is not their pride and joy is to become super masculine and successful and smart and dominant and everything else. Well, if that's your cup of tea, then you can go ahead and do that. You have the right to do it if you want to. But it's not required. You don't have to do that. You can choose to want to be a housewife if you want. You can do whatever you want. I also believe in everyone has a choice. Everyone can do what they want. And if you want to be some masculine, dominant woman, I'm not going to hate on it. You can be that, but you might have trouble in relationships. You might have trouble with the men you want, because if you become like the men you want don't want you. Because attraction is not symmetrical, it is asymmetrical. If you're the same as someone else, you're not gonna, opposites attract. But anyways, you guys get the point. I don't understand how people have become so stunned in the world today. Like, I don't know if it's more so stunned, stupid, stubborn. It's probably a mix of everything. It's like so many people know what must be done. People know how they're making mistakes. People know what's been happening. And they just keep making the same repeated mistakes. Time after time after time after day after week after month after year. And they just cannot help themselves to save their life. Also, when you see people that are like alcoholics and stuff, bro, of course they be some of the biggest haters you'll ever know. Most people that's got like issues like that, bro, and addiction and drug addiction and stuff like that, like, they are desperate to be happy. That's why they do those things. That's why people just chase the high of making themselves feel better by injecting something or smoking something or drinking something, because they're chasing happiness. And as long as you chase after happiness, you can never be happy. You're going to be miserable for the rest of your life. Because that's not what happiness is. If you want to be happy, if you want to be healthy, if you want to feel good and content, it's through discipline. It's through discipline and not quitting. Because you build yourself into the man you're supposed to be, and that's what is going to fill you up more than anything else. Because if you get away from that, and if you slack, and you're not being the man that God has put you on earth to be, you're drinking, you're smoking, you're invested into drugs and all this stuff, you're absolutely desperate. You're just horny to just have a good time. You can't possibly be a real man and just be disciplined. You couldn't possibly go through a days of work and just not touch nothing bad. It's like they have to do it. And you guys think this is strong for them doing those things? You guys think that is strong? Do you think it's strong for people to pick up cigarettes and smoke them all the time? Is that strength? They're absolutely desperate to just feel good instead of being disciplined to make themselves feel good. That's the route they take. That's why they can't regulate their own emotions. They're like angry and they're all over the place because they can't regulate their own self and emotions. Guess what? It takes work. It takes practice. It takes consistency. It takes cutting out bad things, bad habits, bad people from your life. Because you could be doing everything perfect, and if you have a bad apple in your life, it's going to rub off on you. There's also a theory of like a box of fruit or like a carton of fruit or however you guys buy fruit. There's also a theory that once one starts to go bad, slowly the rest of them in the whole thing start to go bad because one did. It's no different than people. Why do you guys think I'm so strict with who I get around? Like, I don't just have anybody around. Like, I'm selective, bro. I'm strict with it because I ain't having a bad apple around. I made those mistakes. when I was young. And it's not like I knew they were. You don't always know someone's bad until you really see that shit, bro. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see it, you have to release it. You can't keep that around you because it's going to turn you bad. There's people that's so toxic, bro, that can fill you with anger, rage, irritation, anxiety, overthinking, a bunch of negative emotions that you don't want to feel because they have come around. And with all this stuff being said, what I just explained, why do you guys think people envy us so much when we come around? Because they can feel us. They can feel our spirit. They can feel our confidence. They can feel those things. They are not feeling the way we feel, and they know it. Like, it's not even remotely close. We feel a way that they wish that they could only dream they could feel. And it's simply because God did not just make us that way. We have made ourselves that way by listening to God, by being strict with ourselves, by being disciplined. We had choices, so didn't they. They didn't listen because they're arrogant. They did not listen. They're just so stubborn in their ways and just navigating through life without learning anything. You are arrogant. Some of these people be half smart. I can't say they're smart because if they were fully smart, they wouldn't be doing that stuff in the first place. Some of these people, some of them are half smart, not smart enough. Plus, you're arrogant. You don't have what it takes to just sit still, shut up, listen, go do your work, stop getting into bad stuff, do your fucking work, and stop doing such bad things all the time. It's not that difficult. I don't understand. But this is the world we're in today. So when you set yourself apart and you're not about that life, because you know what feels good. Bro, it feels good to be disciplined. And some people like that aren't disciplined, they don't understand that it's not going to feel good right away, but you have to make yourself do certain things. And once you do, now you're used to it. If you take ice baths, it's no big deal because you're used to it. If you go to the gym all the time, it's no big deal. You're already jacked and you're used to it. Now, if you've never done those things, it's going to be difficult at first. It's about beating this. It's about having mental strength. It's about knowing what you have to do, and you do it. Oh my goodness. So hard. Challenge yourselves. That's why these people are upset at us, because we challenge ourselves. We force ourselves to grow. We don't care if it's a bit uncomfortable. We don't care. We're going to do it. We're going to do the work. We're going to overcome. And we're going to come out on top. And this is exactly why chosen ones are envied so damn much. Because of the things you know. Because they know deep down you know what you're doing. And they're too arrogant to ask you questions. They're too arrogant to just come up to you, humble themselves, give you some respect, ask you some questions so they can learn, and now they can go on in their own life and start to do some good things. Too arrogant to do it. They're so far behind and they act like they got it going. That's the problem. If that's the way you are, you will never have anything going. And it's not even about who you are or where you're at right now. It's about what you're doing day after day after day after day after day. That's what it's about. It's about your mentality day after day after day after day to get yourself to where you want to be. Who you are right now is irrelevant. Even if you were an arrogant person in the past and you've made mistakes and you've been that person, who even cares? Let it go. Humble yourself. Learn. And start to move in the right direction. That would be my advice. Stop being such an envious little brat. It's not going to get you nowhere. Being a hater is not going to get you nowhere. Being disciplined, moving in the right direction is going to get you where you want to go. And the fact that the chosen ones know what they're doing, The fact that the chosen ones know where they're going is where all this comes from. They know you know. That's where this deep hate and envy comes from, bro. Because y'all got it going. They don't. You do. Crying. Hateful, envious of you. Because they can't humble themselves. That's what it comes down to. And they sure as shit can't do the work. It's like they just can't. I can't. They can't. You can, they can't. You know what you're doing, they don't. You the man. You the woman. They want to be that, but they ain't that. And it's clear as day. Everything I'm saying is pure base facts. Pure base facts. This whole message would just melt all these individuals, and there's definitely some watching this video. And y'all know y'all's melted. Stop being such a hateful person and get up with yourself. Sit yourself down, humble yourself, breathe, and slowly start to move in the right direction, because that's going to do you far more than scrambling around thinking you got life going but you don't got nothing going. So take a conceit, take a chill pill, start to move in the right direction, and don't stop. Have some discipline. That's what it takes. But anyways, guys, that's the take for this video. Don't take anything personal. That's also the thing I'm going to add at the end of this video. Whatever these individuals do, bro, you can't let them get in your head. You can't let them make you believe that you're doing something wrong, that you're a wrong person, because they ain't you. They are them. They lost in life. They're going to say some mean things sometimes, bro. They're going to say some hateful things. They're going to try to take you down. Don't let them. Don't take it personal. With that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.